Can everybody hear me? Hopefully you should be able to hear me. Hi guys, welcome to the stream. It's been about, 2 weeks now since the last episode of JoJo's Jabber. Sorry about that, things came up, but anyway, we're here now. So this episode is going to be on zoning, right? And zoning and how it relates to other things, which we're grouping in the term spacing, right? Still quiet? Yeah, sometimes there's problems with the mic, but I'm gonna try work through that anyway. How does this sound now? It's probably not the best, but it's just going to have to do for now. So there's not much else to say, really. May as well get started with the stream. I'm going to introduce the cast. How are you, fellas? Yeah, I'm using an alternate mic at the minute because this one's a little shittier, but it behaves more consistently than my other mic. That's better quality. Oh. Are you alright? Are you okay, Guru? Maybe you guys should introduce yourselves. I know the pair of you have been on the jabbers before, but it doesn't hurt. Me? I'm a nobody, really. I'm a nobody with a stream. Well, that's the price you pay for. That's an old Altima. Oh fuck!
But I need to put my voice out there, man.
All right. Sorry about that, fellas. Good start to the stream.
Wait, is this working now? Huh?
They can hear you now.
Oh my god, you're so stupid.
You just listen to me. Alright. Please. Alright, so let's run this back. My name's Big Man, aka Joe Schmo, aka Acute Angle. I'm world-renowned bad at video games man. Guru.
I'm Guru Slump. That was such a fucking... I don't know.
Yeah.
Alright.
You're Guru.
So who's Peon?
You'd think I'd have a handle on this by now, but I'm the fella who hosts the stream and mucks it up apparently.
It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine.
So fellas, do you want to tell me about what the gimmick for today is going to be? What we're
for today.
Around with?
Today.
To help
Since we're working
demonstrate
around
and explain our points on spacing and stuff like that.
Alright. So today, since we're going to be working with projectiles and different types of moves for spacing and zoning, we're going to be using an application. Guru, you want to tell us what this application is?
Draw a pile for all your drawing needs with buddies.
Okay.
Anyway,
We're not sponsored, by the way. We're sponsored by someone else, but we'll get to that in a bit.
we'll tell you later. Fuck you,
So,
Minty.
yeah, I think we'll just throw up the draw pile there. You should be able to see it on stream.
Alright,
Yeah, there we go. So,
there it is.
You should be able to draw now, fellas.
Yeah, I think I'm drawing
Okay,
good.
that's great. Good
This
start.
reminds me of an old class.
Reminds me of an old classic.
The best.
The first thing drawn is a. I mean, what did you expect?
The real
Game.
MVP since, I don't know, a year ago.
Alright, come on. We have to actually
there's
start
your
drawing
wizard.
things.
I should
Found
the
fix the
wizard.
wiki page because there's still a hole only pattern on there.
Okay, guys.
Alright.
So, we're not just here to have fun and draw pictures. We're going to talk a little bit about
Please.
sort of when and where you're to be using your moves, right? So let's take Boingo, for example, right? Boingo, Guru, your S bullet is strong, correct?
Sort of.
No.
I mean, like, and comparatively to the rest of his shit, it's pretty
yeah.
cool.
Well, there you go, yeah.
Is it good? No.
No. But it's the best he's got, right?
That's what he's got. We has to work with.
Let's get
So
a-
depending on different ranges, he needs to change up his S bullet patterns, and he needs, or even just not use it entirely, so he's not fucked by a super.
Yeah. Let's take this line is like full screen.
So that,
Mm.
yeah. So let's say I'm here. This is me. Okay.
That's Bill. He's doing S6. He's doing 6S.
S6?
Yeah.
S6.
He's doing
Success with
S6,
Robin.
right?
He's doing 6S, please.
And can you give us some examples at different ranges, like draw them in what you'd be doing?
I'm busy being art. Okay. Well, if you're at full screen and you want to zone, like, sure, you can just do a normie. Like, you can do this if you're lame, but like, come on, who's gonna fall for that? All right,
All
it's
right.
2019. The Boingo meta is developed. The meta game is crazy.
Why would I use 6 as full screen? That's a good
If
question.
you want to
Bill.
zone from full screen, a pattern I like to use is like you do like 8, 7. It's like 8, 7, 6, 3. It goes full screen and it kind of works as an anti. Fuck, this is like it's not gonna reach him. What am I doing, dude? I'm like actually the greatest artist.
Success
Alright.
beats as a bullet. Yeah, you're right. It's actually
Yeah,
this long.
the only problem with this is that at this, if he really wants to be a cheeky boy, he can. Well, I guess not if you're rubber, but you can just dash past.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
also,
Full
if you wanna
screen.
if you want to be super sneaky, you can do like.
We'll talk
I
about that
feel
later.
like if you try to actually hit them from full screen with the S bullet, you're just gonna make it really easy to get by. So I like to zone with kind of like mid range. It just kind of prevents approach and not really focus on the chip. Because at that range, you're not really gonna be able to do. You're not gonna have a lot of. You can't like get the S bullet to hit them more than maybe 3 times from full screen. Because like by the time it would be full screen in the input window you have,
What have I done?
it's like already over.
Uh,
Peon.
no,
Peon,
stop.
what do you do? Peon, what do you do?
No, no,
I
no,
did. I fixed it.
Peon, it's upside down in the stream.
It's nothing but
No,
predictions.
I
Yeah,
fixed it.
that's
I
true.
fixed
Oh,
You
you
really
fixed
just
okay.
want to do whatever you. But also, this stuff I'll get to later. If you wanna be real sneaky, and what are these text boxes, idiot?
I can't use text boxes. Okay.
Stop using the text
Ignore
box.
me.
Yeah,
Okay, I
you
won't
can
use
go like
text boxes. I'm sorry.
3, 4, 7, 6, or 3, 4,
Is that your
7,
phone number?
9. I should try that. That'd be a cool
Use
pattern.
your phone number as.
I mean, it sounds like it works.
Well, no, there's zeros though.
Just skip
How would that
those.
work?
Just skip the zeros.
Is this? Oh, but then also there is potential to be. What are you writing? You're full screen again. You guys don't know how to work text boxes? Peon, come on.
It's hard.
I mean, full screen is really limited. So, what if? Do it.
What
4,
if-
6, full 6. Fuck you, Roy Shark.
What
Dumb.
if you're at a mid screen?
Yeah, what if I. At mid screen, S bullet is actually really punishable at a lot of ranges. So it's all.
Yeah, why don't we use block?
Why don't we use Fluctra? Hey, you want to try to use Fluctra, right? You know what? I don't think describing
Minty,
it can do
had
it
a bit of an
justice.
issue.
No. We gotta
I don't need your
know how to
credit.
use it. Mid screen sounds like 4-6-4-6. Fuck you. This like way more cool stuff. But mid screen, it's like way riskier, but you get chance to do some meaty stuff, like try to combo and shit. Now I feel like this pattern still kind of works, except you wanna mid screen you get to do a lot of sneaky crows. So instead of just doing this, you wanna add a little salt body. So if you were to do basically the same thing, but then just add a 1, then if they try to approach you, it works as an anti-air. It sort of zones, and it doesn't cross, even if they're close. And if they try to dash in, this will sort of hit them. Not really. That's wrong with Barneson. What's wrong? You're stupid. What the fuck am I looking at?
They're yelling at they're yelling at Eric.
Just rotate your stick like an idiot. Yeah, that's true.
Shut up, Eric.
A lot of the circle patterns are also good mid screen. Like, yeah, just jerk off basically. Do this. It's cool. Or you can try to.
Is that what he's doing in the box?
God.
Yeah, it's just got a stick.
He's got a stick in the box, does he?
Yeah.
And he's jerking it.
Or you can try to do some sneaky cross-ups. You can try to go.
Imagine someone
It's a
falling
beautiful
for that.
explanation. Nah, dude, I actually like really doing except I always forget that shit exists.
That's actually a voodoo doll, Bill. So you shot
I
him,
should
you shot him
probably
in the back
use-
of the head.
Probably use different colors. You guys still haven't deleted those text boxes? What are you doing?
How do I do it?
You don't know how to. Did you? Which layer did you do it on? I can do this.
I got him, don't worry.
You got him. Okay.
You should play the game against really bad players to explain this. A
That's,
cute tussle.
I don't think that would actually work, Eric, because when you're playing the game, it's very difficult to talk and stop and take your time to demonstrate things. Well, I'm serious as well. We took this approach because in previous episodes, we did take the time to open up the game and play other players, but it really didn't help a whole lot. Like, we're still going to do a bit of playing near the end, but it didn't really help demonstrate our points to the level we wanted. By being able to draw everything out like this, we can, take the time to point at things and say, yes, this is a mess. This circle here, you could maybe use all sorts of things like that, if you get what I mean. All right.
No,
All right.
this is just assuming that they're standing, because standable, it's all about just covering as many angles, but like it doesn't actually do a ton of chip unless you're really close, and that's just risky to use. It's more about just being annoying. What game is
What
the
game is
best
this?
draw pile?
Getting close to your mic.
Like, I feel like, because like the whole point of the zone is it's like low risk, low reward over time. Boingo, it might be high risk, but you still don't want to go for crazy. Boingo normals, we don't talk about those. So cute. You want to go?
All right. So it's my turn, huh? Let's get this started. We need to get this off the screen.
God damn it! Who drew the arm on another?
All right. So
Anti-tires are a different story, but I'll talk about that later.
we're right here, and we're talking 2 health bars over here.
Dude, shut up, idiot!
Okay,
Don't
fine.
need them.
We don't need them. All right. So we got Bill over here. He's doing counter. His rubber. And in this situation, this is Kakuin. No, he looks like shit. Just make him the stick. Laugh at the guy. That right there. That's good. All right. So we're talking about Kakuin. Is that a puddle? Yeah, that's a puddle. That's what horse puts. It's all making fun, Bill. So we have our boy here, and he's trying to approach Kakuin. Now let's talk about all the options Kakuin has. Just pull it all at once. We're talking about Emerald Splash. We're talking about Tyrep
Full
Snake.
screen Tyrep.
Yeah, full screen Tyrep Snake. You can make it safe using emeralds with it, but that's just for something else. All right, so let's actually get into this. When you're actually fighting Kakuin, it doesn't feel good, and that's why I feel bad. But for all the things, you really just have to it's all about blocking. It's all about blocking when you're fighting Kakuin because there's so many things that he can do with his options that you feel overwhelmed. Like net into overhead into all the other fucking mix-ups he can do, like the 4-way. It's weird. It's weird for other players, but I'll tell you about my point of view here. So when I'm fighting like Bill or Fruits, and Fruits fucking uses counter every 5 seconds against me, and I'm getting hit by it because I'm a monkey. It can get pretty stressful. But let's talk about the options. So dash in 2C, Emerald Splash, whatever fucking movement options he has in the air because of net cancels in the air dash. That's it, I'm coming in. You want to help me out with the anyways. Bill. Wait, why can't I hear anything? Let me see.
Mm-hmm.
Why were you not talking?
Give me the link.
The link to what?
Draw file.
Bill, Peon, please.
Yeah, I'll look after Bill. Don't worry about it.
All right, so I was just freaking out because nobody was talking. But anyway, with Kakuin zoning, you can really just go with whatever you want to do. What I personally do is I block and I use stand on 2C 5 times, and it works sometimes. But reasonably you're gonna have to do more than that when you're actually when you're actually like fighting somebody who knows what they're doing, like how Bill is getting into my head sometimes. Let's use Beanock as an example. This is Beanock right here. Yeah, that's Beanock. All right, so I'm trying to zone out Beanock, but it's pretty hard because of his dash, because of the normals he can use with stand on Jotaro, or maybe Polnareff if he wants to play Polnareff in that point. There he is. That's Shooting Star.
That's Shooting
But
Star.
that's Shooting Star. You want to help me out here? I'm dying.
Bro, I'll help you out with the art. Don't.
Yeah,
Help me out with the
we
heart.
can help with the art.
But I'm dying for the 26 people. Okay.
Now
Now it's alright. Laugh at me. Alright, so against Polnareff, I just really have fun against blocking SS, and what you're gonna want to do is so push black into net cancel works because, well, the way I do it, since I always do stand on 5B into net cancel, it doesn't work because the stand on 5B adds too much time. But if you just push block into net, it's gonna get that in there pretty quickly. Okay. Hey guys, okay. Against Jotaro, you're gonna want to do the same thing, but you're gonna want to like try to against both opponents. You're gonna want to try to like block more since you're dealing with like whatever frame traps they're gonna put against you, like whatever delayed normals or whatever. But if he's gonna put SS again while you're sitting there hoping you die. Oh. But once you get out of there and you get some space from them, normals you're gonna want to use is maybe maybe dashing stand on 6B. No, you're not gonna want to use that. You're gonna want to use just stand on 6B, standing still, because you can do the net conversion. Stand on 2C, I would not recommend a lot of the time since you can easily get punished by it. And even like full screen, if you're like hitting them on block, it is not going to be fun for you since it's not going to be fun for you because they can easily punish with Polnareff could probably punish with last shot. Jodo could probably do something with Starbreaker maybe, but I've never seen Beanock do that. But maybe he has, but I just haven't played him in a while. What else? Emerald Splash into Tire Up Snake. That is actually good. I've talked about that before, but the Emerald Splash actually does make the Tire Up Snake somewhat safe because it's going to put them in block stun for most of it, and they're going to be like pushed away to the point where they can't punish you. The only way they're going to be able to punish you is they go entirely over the Emerald Splash. But if they even hit the back of here, they're not going to have enough time to punish whatever like dumb shit you're doing with his penis.
What about?
Thank you, Bill. What are you talking?
Can't that beat Shooting Star? Or I guess you have to do it before, huh?
Yeah, I guess you have to do that before. I'm discussing spacing with SD. Okay.
Well, actually, one more thing. What do you do if they're right in your face as Kakuin? What sort of buttons should you be pressing?
What sort of buttons? Let me get the buttons right here. That right there. That right there. That right there. You can do that. You can also you could just do like push block into stand on 5A or stand on 2A because of how fast they are. And you can convert those into like maybe some, yeah, you could like put that into a tandem combo, or you could put that into a 2A, 2A, 2B, 2C, so you can get into an Oki situation. But mostly you're going to do push block into net because it lets you get into 16 rep tandem. All right, Peon?
That's fair. That's fair, yeah.
All right.
Another character that has a good bit of zoning potential is Midler. Especially
Bill?
she plays spacing very well. We can talk a small bit about her. I'm not quite the Midler expert, but Midler has done things to me, so I have an idea of where she's at. How do we?
Bill, you want to talk about him?
Can we clear the canvas?
Yeah.
Can we do that?
Hello?
Hello,
Hello.
Bill.
Bill?
Bill, you're going to talk about Midler.
Oh, Midler.
Midler.
Hold on, let me draw Midler real quick.
All right.
Okay, so what is that red line? Is that my ground?
Yeah.
What is
Drew a
that?
stick with tits. Why are your feet going through the ground?
No, it's perspective.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you.
Okay,
Let
so
me get the
who am I fighting? Give me like a like some context.
All
Let's
right.
give you a scenario. You're fighting Shadow
Iggy.
Dio, or
Oh, yeah, you're fighting
Okay.
Shadow Dio.
So I'm actually so like with Shadow Dio, for example, pretty much that character sucks. So he can't really do too much, I think, against Midler. He probably can't get past Harpoon by itself. Hold on, I gotta mute the stream. I don't know why it's still fucking on. I'm like hearing myself talk. It's the worst. So let's get some little brown out here.
It's a little brown out here. There we go.
there we go.
Okay, so against this character, I would say I'd start with some stand-on harpoons. You do a little bit of harpoonage. Just the chances of SDO being able to stop harpoon or do knives fast enough to negate it is very small. And laser's too slow, so he's gonna get hit by harpoon every single time. So his only option is to jump like this. He's gonna jump over harpoon. Then what you do after the first harpoon is you're gonna dash backwards. You're gonna go backwards. You're gonna turn this guy off, and you're gonna do this.
The big hitbox.
That's not the hitbox. I'll draw the hitbox for you.
Hold on, I got the hitbox right here. Yeah.
I feel like we should make a new layer for this.
So essentially, what Miller wants to do is get her opponent to jump. Delete all that for me. I don't know how to do that unless I just put white all over the whole screen. I could do that for sure. That's great.
I'm Phil.
I made a new layer.
What's all this over here? It's you see all
I'm
that?
trying to delete it.
What are you doing?
Alright.
So Midler, that's like what she's really good at. Like if you get close, so essentially you want to, like, give me like a bigger. Oh fuck, I don't
What's
want that.
happened? What happened to me?
So like, let's say you're like mid screen. Your opponent's like here. They're gonna try to do something. They're really sad because they can't hit you because you're midler.
You could just jump.
And if they jump, so if they do anything, pretty much, if they do, you're always going to be going backwards with this character. So you're going to be like just dashing backwards and doing like 5C, that little flip kick, because you can cancel it into anything. Book is an okay option against Midler, but it's not great. Like if you catch the car, you can book the car, but it's really not that good. If they dash forward, you're just gonna jump and do 5B, jump B, because that kick is like the lamest thing. A lot is like, are we just talking about zoning, or are we talking specifically in neutral in general?
Well, we're talking about mid-range at this point, aren't we?
Well, I'm
Yeah.
just curious because, for example, like, so if this, let's say this character jumps, Midler can jump forward and
Yeah.
do jump A, and her jump A beats like half the moves in the game. If they jump forward and you jump back, you would do jump C. It extends the hitbox depending on the character, but it'll probably hit them. Or you can do jump B as a safe option. If they try to do a move, if they don't do anything, you would just dash back and throw harpoons or cars. And then you can gauge whether or not they're gonna jump. They're either gonna I don't want to do that. Let me erase that. There we go. Hold on.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't mean to erase everything. My bad.
But
Got him.
A few people were making points about Shadow Deal in the chat there versus Midler. So I might try and address them. They're mentioning Book, right?
Well, book is really slow.
Yeah,
Book's like super,
it's,
but you can book the car or the harpoon. If you book the harpoon, that's even better. But the chances of you booking the harpoon is like super small, to be honest. It's really fast.
yeah, Book itself is actually 3 or 4 frame startup, I believe. So it's like it's kind of slow. It's not obnoxiously slow, but it's definitely at the point where if you're trying to react to something like Harpoon and you're adding in like a reverse DP motion, which some people have trouble with, and that slows them down even more. And they're trying to react to it and getting that 4 frame out to punish it. That's not going to happen. Another thing mentioned was laser, I think.
Laser will never work against Midler.
So
It's too slow.
Well, the first thing is that the laser itself, it's like nearly instantly. So if the Shadow Deal gets the read, then he can punish. But the difficulty is that if he tries to get the read and misses, Midler can just jump over it, or she can probably hit him with the car even if she sees it coming from a mile away. So the same goes for Shadow Deal jumping. If he tries to jump forward, he's going to get hit by a car. And if she really feels threatened in any way, she can do her car super, where she basically pushes you to the other edge of the screen while putting herself in an advantageous position. So really, whenever I've played against Midler, I've sort of tried to stick to dashing forward and blocking and push blocking with aggressive jumps if I think if I like read the harpoon. That's sort of my perspective on the matchup from Shadow Deal side. This is you trying to get in, working against zoning.
So let's say like Shadow Deal is really weird because he really just he's a good character that doesn't have really like any tool to help him get in, but he has the only thing he really has, one of the best things he has is his essentially his air stall. So when he jumps, when he's doing a jump, he throws out his fucking stand guy, and it has the big punch. There's the fist right here. Let me get the smiley face right there. He goes at that punch. He's gonna hover in this area. It's gonna be where you want a character to be. He's not gonna be there. Like when like a normal character falling to the ground. Here, let me choose some more lines. So you
Oh,
essentially, if you, it doesn't really work for Smidler because of car, but let's say versus rubber. Let's say you're fighting rubber. Rubber is going to. Let me delete all that. So let's say this clown is rubber. So at least the way I play rubber. Here, what is that? Is that like a cereal box?
cereal
It's
box.
supposed to be in the book stinking.
Oh yeah, simply.
It's a
air
box of
as
Cinnamon
well.
Toast Crunch.
So
You have to be careful with full screen books. Sorry to cut you off there, Kay, or Bill, because book can't steal the corner. So if she's actually full screen, you're not going to get anything out of book because it puts you at that awkward failed book range where you can't do anything.
Ah, yeah, that's
If you miss the thing, you're just going to get hit by it.
what the fuck is that?
It's rubber.
okay, like for example with Rubber Soul specifically, let's say like this is mid screen. So against SDO, he can't really do that much mid screen other than jump. So my options are Doku bat him like this. They will hit him if he does anything other than block, for the most part, or I guess jump. If he jumps, you have 5B.
Ooh, teamwork.
If he doesn't do anything after this projectile, you have 6S like this. So if you bait 5B and he hasn't jumped, you could do 6S. If he has jumped, you can do what is it? What does it look? Does it go like this?
It's a forest.
You can do 4S. Against people jumping, that's Rubber's like best option is 5B4S because it's really good versus Devo actually too because it like tags doll like full screen. Its hitbox is the 4S the 5B hitbox is like this. Like it'll hit like
Yeah.
up and down, so it hit low. It's good versus Alessi too because he's really small too. So what you want to do, like with SDO, we erase some of my. What you want to do versus SDO is you probably want to jump. Now, there are like you're probably gonna want to jump and then throw out your stand, and but what you're gonna want to do is maybe tag. It's really weird because so I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna do this always. So what gonna want to do is you're gonna want to jump, and when you get to like the edge of my range, which is obviously the end of my move, you're gonna want to throw your stand out. That'll stop your momentum completely, so you'll stop up here, but you'll throw a hitbox that hits about like this far away. That's what you want to do. Now, if that hits, you'll either get a trade. If you're close enough, you'll get a full combo. So you don't want to just jump forward and try to do like jump A. That's no good because you'll just get hit by 5B4S, which like there are other scenarios that do it as well, like so like where do we go? So let's say can you move that? Can you delete it
Wow.
or
The
move
text
it
box.
up? No,
The
like
text box.
the cereal box guy.
My cereal,
You
man.
don't.
It's not mine.
I was gonna say just move it like higher. So
That's the book.
whatever.
It's the get rid of it.
But
Give it.
so like, oh fuck, I clicked off.
It's not how to move stuff, you crazy.
So like, it's the ground, and if this is full, I'll write an F mid, and then if this is, I don't know, close, I'll write a C for that. If this is where I am, or the character is, for example. If you're full screen with SDO, I think I don't know what you really want to do. I wouldn't, especially against rubber. I wouldn't suggest knives. I wouldn't suggest that because of Goop Super. You can get supered or laser. I wouldn't do that either. Anything that you really want to get close. So you're gonna dash, but you're gonna dash into projectiles. So you need to find a way to get through my projectiles while not getting hit. If you're mid screen, you can do like 6-6. I think 2A is probably the best option. If you're gonna dash forward, I think 6-6 2A is probably the best because it's a crouching hit. I think you still get hit by 6S, but it's probably better than doing any. Like I think it's better than 5C, which is like this fucking giant punch. It looks like a dick.
It does.
The back dick.
Let me delete that.
Ooh, see.
Well, I think 2A is better than 5C because of how big that hit. Like, it can hit you, and I don't suggest always throwing out a stand. But like, let's say you do 665C, you should throw that stand down because if I'm doing goop, like let's say I do goop, like that character it just tags you and you just get hit. Nice punch. So like what ends up happening is like you can get caught in like the goop startup. I could just be like just putting goops out, but I get punched right in the fucking head, like an extendo fist. Let's do like that because it should be a little closer. And that's really lame. When you're in, like, let's say you jump, or let's say you get hit. Like if I hit you with let's say I hit you with this and you like tech, what you'll see me do a lot is like I'll cross under you like this, and then I'll be about right here, and I'll do a 5-8. The problem is now with SDO, this is where you want to use that the momentum stoppage with his S button, because what'll happen is I'll do my 5A, you'll float in the air, and then the stand will come out and smack me in the head. So, like against zoning, you really just kind of have to be crafty with the character because he's really not good at zoning, at zoning characters. And even like against Rubber Soul, who's C tier, he like can't fight them, and the only way you can really win games is through like scrapping with him, like with 2A or getting a lucky hit with his stand that you can confirm into full combo. Like his 2A is really fast. Another thing about Dio is if you tech, you might be able to get an S button or jump A out because of Dio. I think S Dio and Dio share like a similar like air tech or down tech or something, and that can catch him too. Because like you always want to try to hit Rubber, not with here like I'm gonna delete everything that I drew real quick. So
God.
so specifically for Rubber, what is all this? 5B.
What do you mean?
Like you see, like when I up here.
Oh, the layer's still there.
What
It's just
layer?
like
What the fuck?
the layer still exists. What happened?
It's like a stencil.
Oh, you can't draw on that layer. That layer is like poo-poo.
Okay,
What's going on?
Get rid of that layer.
I got it.
Okay, you got it. Okay.
So what do you?
Okay, so
Okay, we figured it.
I could use a text box, but I'm not going to. Okay, so 5B. No, don't try to hit this move. You'll get hit every single time. Every time you'll get hit. What you want to try to hit, you want to try to hit 4S if it whiffs, 6S. You want to try to hit Goop. All right, Goop, because I don't really care about
Goop.
214. Rubber really shouldn't be doing too many other moves. So these moves right here are the moves you want to try to punish. Even though 4S does have less recovery, it still leaves the stand open. People make a mistake and they try to hit this move, and this move's cancelable into every single move. So you'll get hit by counter, you can get hit by goop, you can get hit by backbreaker, you can get hit by super. Don't try to hit 5B, which is this move. Like this. Looks like this. Oh, his head's really tiny. Now he's smiling. So like let's say you are playing versus Rubber, you don't want to get baited into this move. And almost every Rubber will try to bait you with this move. Because of how good it is. Like if we move to like a different color, if we move like back to Midler, she doesn't have like amazing. She's good, but she doesn't have like her options are much different than Rubbers. Like from mid screen, you're what the fuck? Oh, from mid screen, you're always gonna you're always gonna want to try to be full screen. You're gonna want to be over here and keep your opponent over here at full screen. If they're ever in mid, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to hyper hop, and her hyper hop is fucking massive because they're gonna try to dash forward. They're gonna try to get closer to you, and you want to get out of the corner immediately. So you're gonna hyper hop out of the corner with a jump B. If they jump with you, you want to do jump A instead because of the air-to-air properties it has. If they run forward, you just kind of just run forward and do whatever, and then just continue to do the same thing. You know, Midler's a little bit more read heavy, so the way that I try to read people is with the dashback, 5Cs, where she does that little flip move.
Fuck the flip move.
So you do the flip move, see what your opponent's kind of trying to do, and then usually you end up with like a medium car. So you'll end up with a mid-screen car. If they're full screen, you kind of just want to move forward a little bit, kind of like over here, and do heavy car, which will hit in the corner, or harpoon. If they're annoyed from harpoon, they're probably going to try to jump in, and depending on the character, they'll either get hit with mid screen or the close car, which should be around like right. You can also use it as like a tech option, like a tech read option, kinda. Like if you think they're gonna tech in a weird way, you can throw a medium car out or a full car, a full like a heavy car. That shit'll work.
Okay. Okay. I just noticed we're about halfway through the stream now. We're gonna run a quick ad break. We'll be back in about 2 minutes, guys. Okay.
All right.
Fuck you, FGC Discord. If you're dumb enough to join a new server and pick up a new game, then you're a big enough schmuck to come to the JoJo HFTF community. Unbalanced characters, scrub quotes, Nightwing Joestar. If you think you're gonna find a balanced matchup in here, you can kiss my ass. It's our belief that you're such a stupid motherfucker that you'll call Whole Horse OP guaranteed. If you find a better fighting game, shove it up your ugly ass. You heard me right. Shove it up your ugly ass. Bring your fight stick. Bring your game plan. Bring your anti-airs. We don't have them. That's right, we don't have them. Because at the JoJo HFTF Discord, your stand-on mode is as good as crashed. Take a hike to the HFDF Discord, home of ROM hacking. That's right, ROM hacking. If you can get Dio to put on his stupid fucking jacket, we'll give you a colored roll, no charge. Don't wait, don't delay, don't play as Dio, or we'll rip your nuts off. Only in the Heritage Discord, the only Discord that tells you to read the pins. Hurry up, asshole. The tournament starts in a few weeks, and you better check in or you're as good as disqualified. You got a future. JoJo, Heritage for the future. Home of the least toxic sons of bitches this side of the FGC, guaranteed.
Yeah, that ad is pretty great. Thanks a lot for that, Zap Pilgrim, for making that ad. We'll go back to our regularly scheduled old man hours.
Oh, for another phone.
I don't have another one because some people won't make ads for me when I ask them to.
Just put the audio for
Loop
Dingle.
it in the background? Is that what
To
you
loop
want?
it in the background. Yes. There he is.
Okay, is
That's
that
my
is that Kakyoin?
Yeah.
That's Kag.
Okay, that's
So and then if I do this is that's his horrible stand.
that's the stand.
That's
Okay.
the
So-
Hierophant.
But in most scenarios, like let's go back to rubber real quick. Oh fuck.
Okay, so this is Rubber versus Kakyoin, is it?
Yeah.
So the difference between this matchup and say against a rushdown character like Shadow Dio is that you have to approach now. Is that the idea?
I accidentally made it a half swan stick. Oops.
Well,
We'll be
It's
fine.
just a cactus.
we'll be fine.
It's Rubber being goofy.
It's goofy. Okay.
My bad. So a lot of the time, what's going to end up happening in this matchup is this character, Kakuin's going to dash back a ton or jump over you. So he's going to go, either going to air dash. He's going to air dash up here and get around you as you move forward. So you'll never actually catch him. Or as you move forward, he's going to put it. So he's going to put nets in front of your, like, kind of where you're dashing. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to get close. Hold on. You're going to want to get close, like against Kakyoin in particular. You're going to want to get close enough to, with Rubber, to hit him with success. That's huge. When you, oh, I don't want green. Hold on.
Great.
So if I,
Cut.
like, you can hit almost all of Kakyoin's, like, options, or I guess his moves, or the startup of his moves with success. But what you need to be careful of is obviously getting hit by a net. So if he puts a net in this area, like in front of you, what you're going to want to do is either walk forward into it and block, or jump. Essentially, you could jump and block. Hold on.
Nobody does this. Nobody jumps in block. Please do it.
What the jump block will do is, if he does activate the net, you are in the air. So let's say you get hit by the net, you're in the air, you're not going to get full combo. You'll just get hit. Maybe supered with the other confirm, whatever, the double net, double jump, super confirm, whatever you want to call it.
Okay, that.
If you do, hold on. So if you, let me delete half of Hierophant Green's body real quick. If he does put in this, oh fuck, like over here. I keep going on the eraser. So this is where the net is in front of him. Like that's where he put the net. And you try to success from here to break it. That's really not good, because he can just use his super and he can punish you. This is one of the punishable moves that Rubber has that he needs to cover himself. So you'll break the net, but you'll just get hit with the whole fucking super and you get bodied. So what you're going to want to do is, if he does get the net set up, you're going to walk forward. You're going to walk forward into the net area and kind of block it. Now, what you can do is you can use 5B to break the net, which is a little bit safer. So you're going to walk forward a little bit, do 5B. You'll break this net and you'll hopefully not leave yourself open. So if he tries to do anything else, you can then success him. If he blocks, if he like blocks, then you can dash forward from the success and then do 2As. Now, if you do get, so now, let's say if you successfully entered this area, this close range area with and this is gone because you probably grabbed Kakyoin. If you do enter this area now, that's like you're gonna Kakyoin's crouch is as good as Rubber's crouch because they're the same character. So jump A isn't amazing unless you stand on. If you stand on, you can do jump A. You can do jump A, jump S from up here for the double overhead. If he essentially you want to stop him from putting nets up. So you want to do everything you can, even if you get guard cancel to stop him from doing nets. Because once he can't do anything really unless he can do stuff off 2A though, I think, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
But
Very good dash away.
But that I don't think it's something you really have to worry about because your 2A I think is just as good. Like Rubber's 2A is as good as Kak's 2A or better.
Yeah.
So you'll be fighting essentially over that 2A when you get close. People don't do it. People still don't do it with Rubber because this matchup, so I think is definitely not in his because you can get hit with nets so much that like you can just get hit by so many things, and he can do things just as well as you do. That like sometimes even these options I'm talking about, you just get hit. Out of them, you get like tagged by a net or a second net or like a 2A or something, and you just get full comboed, and it's really bad. So you have to play like perfect. Another like if he also can keep you full screen. If he does jump over and air dash all the time, which you're gonna want to do, or I guess it would be backwards. He'd be over here. So if he air dashes over to this side of this, you're gonna want to try to super him. And all that super is doing is allowing you to move forward into this space right here. That's it. Even if you have to use 2, as long as you get into this area where then allows you to play your game instead of playing his game, that's kind of what you want to do. Kakyoin's really lame. And Rubber is actually like SDO can't do that. He can't do a full screen super to deal with Kakyoin. Like if he needs to get close to Kakyoin, he's never. How is he getting over there? I don't know. I don't think so.
No, Kakyoin fucked Shadow Dio so hard.
You know, like it's not like Vanilla Ice where you can where you can do like these fucking
Unwalkable. Okay.
like you can do these fucking. Oh, that's bad. Hold on. We put a net up first.
Well, you can do the car crash.
This is where the net is. So that's the net. So with rubber, well, not rubber, with ice, essentially, and to emphasize this, I'll have to do this. Okay, to emphasize that, how low you actually really want to be. He can do the really low, the instant air dash, fucking jump C's, to break these nets. Now you don't want to do like if you're up here, like if you're actually up in this area right here, and then you do them, you'll do the jump C, but then you have to float all the way down to the ground, which is terrible because you're not actually going to hit Kakyoin. You're trying to break this net, right? Like,
Yeah.
so if you can't do this low instant air dash move, hitting these nets, you may as well walk forward and do stand on 5B, like or stand on 2B 2C to break the net. It's like SDO doesn't have this option that Ice does that can break. Even Jotaro doesn't even have this option, which is why Ice is, I think, just better than them. Pole does. Pole has longer normals, I think, or I should say less laggy normals than like Jotaro. You can do. I guess you could like walk up and do 5A because that's kind of fast, so that might work a little bit, I guess. It's just like trying to think. What are the other zoners that I can like Kakyoin? I can't really think of anything else to talk about Kakyoin because he really just kind of just jumps over you and shit, right? He jumps over you, nets, and throws a projectile out, and then uses this. It hits you fucking full screen. That you could jump over. It's people block that shit. Just jump. If he's doing like that combo, you can like just jump over this one move, and that shit's out there forever. And it's also a huge limb, so I think it extends his hitbox.
It does. His hitbox goes to like right here.
Yeah, so you can hit that character like super easy. Avdol's another character that, while he's a zoner himself, he can just beat other zoners by just doing fucking stand on 5B, because that moves like this. That moves like this. Oh, hold on. It's like this big. It moves huge. Put his little chicken out. That move's massive.
That shit don't show up on stream.
Oh, it doesn't. Yeah, whatever.
So like, trying to think, like, Avdol is really weird when it comes to like a zoner, I guess, because he like really likes mid screen. He likes mid screen, and he uses like 5B, 6A, 5B and standoff 6C to control like this front area, like the area immediately in front of him. His 5A is also good, stand on 5A. And then he also has double projectile to hit you full screen. He can also cancel his projectile that stops here. So if you jump over this projectile, he can DP you. And you get hit by that. He's not. I'm gonna say he's a Shoto. He's a regular Shoto character when it comes to how he actually played.
Well, you can sort of see him as he's spacing out the mid screen, right? The idea is he's playing out his footsies, and he's trying to put you in a position where you either have to back off and he gets a free good approach in, or you try to approach him and he can punish you for it.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, that's that's him spacing and playing footsies well.
Pretty much, yeah, he's essentially Big Footsie's character. He does have some zoning, but it's nothing. It's not like Hack or even like Rubber. It's different, I should say.
Yeah, you could still see it as a sort of form of zoning by how oppressive his moves are, especially at the mid range. But
And
it's
then,
not
like,
quite like full screen zoning.
yeah.
Yeah.
If you're gonna talk about like hole, when it comes to zoners, if you want to talk about hole, really, I don't know. I don't know the like Boingo's like he's so different because you have like you don't want to do like you don't want to play normal. You don't want to try to hit people with hole. So like really, I don't know how to like what I'm trying to say because with rubber it happens a lot. So it'd be easier if you got the picture of hole with that giant fucking kick and put that on the screen. Because because if somebody's like pressuring you or because one of like your better options against hole is so he's gonna do glass. He's gonna do glass. Let's say you're up close. He's gonna do the the close glass. Now you don't want to be on the ground when he does the close glass because he can do 2C or the gun the shoot. I don't know what move that is. 4C. Where he shoots down to the ground.
Where he shoots at the floor.
Yeah, like he can do that to you if you stay on the ground during this move. Now, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to jump because it beats it beats the unblockable option that's about to happen. That's where this giant kick comes into play. Once you see your opponent jump to avoid this setup, you smack him with the kick, and that'll get him away immediately. It happens with Rubber so much because Rubber's that character that jumps. Like his approach is a jump for the most part. Like when he's trying to get close to you and kind of pressure you, so you get hit by that kick all the time. What I say is another problem. It's a little off centered, but
the glass man.
Is that an okay hand?
No, it's a knife. So when this guy pops out, if this guy pops out like as whole, as like close range hole, like I'm not actually sure. I have to play the character again. Like I have to play versus the character a lot because Splooge used to do it to me too. Because my option of jumping up to dodge this unblockable, he wouldn't do this, and he would do this instead, and it would hit me, and it used to be disgusting. It used to be brutal, and
Is it just Oki 214?
it wasn't. It was the way it's just the way he used to set up like this the what am I trying to say? Like the trap essentially. It was mind gaming me into jumping at the wrong time instead of just doing what I would normally do, and I would get hit by this fucking move all the time. The hanged man all the time. And when you get hit by that move, it's disgusting. Because when you get hit by that move, you get hit by the kick, then you get put into full screen again, and then from there you kind of move into like regular regular whole horse stuff.
Yeah, I think what
And
you kind of touched on there with the whole trying to bait them out so you can hit them with the kick or surprising them with the hangman. is that a lot of Hall Horse's tools are kind of
Like,
beaten by game mechanics. Like often, if you try and glass, it's an easy guard cancel, or if he's trying to put you in block stun with Hangman and set something up all that, you can also guard cancel or just push block and reduce the block stun. And bullets are like, well, you can throw out a lot of them, but they don't often do much. What is going on?
Yeah, like like Hole's really weird because I don't think he's very good, but he does have tools to beat you. You just have to use them correctly, and if you don't use them correctly, you get hit all the time. And it stinks.
He's a bad character.
You know, like people, I think, like, yeah, like you have guys like Black D who use S Bullet. They go like this, and they hit you with one of those, or they hit you with like weird ones that'll hit you with these. If you're jumping, he'll hit you with like one of those, or he hits you with like one of these. Or that's like, fucking weird. The S Bullet, I think, it's so bad. It's terrible. It's not even. It's worse than Hoingo because it's
So slow.
yeah, it's so slow. If you like when you play like Don, like when Don used to play, he used to cancel big kick, air kick into glass. That's all he. And while that beats some characters and loses to others, it's much more safer than standing on the ground down here and sitting there for 25 frames throwing out S Bullet.
probably
You get
more than
the
25.
loop.
But it looks cool.
You do the loop.
Alright, you gotta know around there. You gotta go.
Please.
Say
Covering every option.
Yeah,
Your
you
phone
shoot the S Bullet out and you just go like this.
How we do?
I should try that.
You have
But it's like people do it, like people use it too much, and people. I also think that getting out of like a zoning, what's it called? Topic a little bit. It's people waste meter with Hole and don't understand like how set play kind of works. So like, yeah, you could punish somebody with a super if it's, but what if you just shot one bullet instead? Like, what if you just shot one bullet, not all of them? And what that does is that allows you, when you do get that glass Oki and that ground kick and the fucking hanged man fucking pops out, when all that works in your favor, that allows you to get multiple slow-mo bullets. If you waste the meter, here's a slow-mo bullet. If you waste the meter, you lose out on one slow-mo bullet. And I think that's a huge problem for a lot of holes, because you're not going to you're not going to win. You're not going to win off of in my opinion, most of the time, I'll say, because theory is just theory. You're not going to win off of just damage and just zoning. Not in this game. Against most of the characters. Even against Rubber, you can't even do it.
I mean, yeah, if you watch Japanese play, a lot of their holes, they just kind of chill and play super conservatively and just save up for their fuck you round.
Mm.
Yeah, it's
Well, they play 3 out of 5 there as well, so they can build
Yeah,
up
they
a
have more
fair
time
bit
to
more
build
meter.
but if you let's say you wasted 1 meter. So for example, it's round 1. Here, let me write that on the screen. Round 1, and Rubber Soul does this, and it misses you. What are you gonna do? What do you do here? This is Rubber Soul right here. Are you going to? Are you gonna shoot a bunch of bullets?
Yes.
No.
Are you going to? Are you going to shoot 1 bullet? Are you going to use an S bullet? Or what? You could slide maybe on the ground.
Mm. Yeah, but if he's jumping, then he doesn't get knocked. He just gets
Well,
to technically.
this move isn't a knock. This move is he's standing. He'd be standing doing this move. He can't jump.
Alright, because it doesn't last that long, yeah.
Well, like it's mainly because of the. Well, maybe you're right. Maybe there is enough because he doesn't because Rubber isn't held down by his stand, but he still can get hit by it. So you might be right. But or what you could do is you could do kick, big foot, and you could possibly kick him across the screen. From there, you can use the glass. You could maybe use regular bullets, not S bullets, regular bullets, because once Rubber's at full screen, once he's at full screen, he's gonna try and do Goop Super. To just like with cat queuing, he's gonna just use it to get close to you. It's gonna do massive chip because you can't get out of the chip damage, and your only option is to jump and take as little of it as possible. You could try to fight it, which is I think horrible. Or you get hit by the entire thing and you die. So if you let's say you waste that meter for gun super. And all that does is you don't do glass, it allows you a tech option, I think up. Because I think it hits them into the air. So you're now forced to do glass. Which will hit if they do tech like that. And if you do glass and it's like, let's say it's ice or something, and he just like dashes forward and kills you because you decided to opt into this option. It's like it's not that you want to get people away from you with hole, you want to knock them down and then kill them. Maybe in round 1 you want to keep them away from you, but people just don't. They waste so much meter with this character because this 1 is much different than 2, and 2's much different than 3. It's like if you have 2 meter with hole, you may as well be killing your opponent when they're on the ground. It does that much damage. Can't think. Are there any other?
We can
Is there
talk
any
about
other characters? We can talk about deleting this picture of Khan on the top of this.
No,
that.
it's not done yet. Give him his big nose.
Hey, cute, what about that pocket youngster?
The pocket youngster.
I'll tell you about the pocket youngster. You have to pee on. You can't just quit before I get rubber okie.
Listen, I don't appreciate Rubber Soul players. Okay?
Wow.
Look,
And I refuse to play against him. That is why I quit when you're about to get Rubber Oki.
alright.
Okay.
So,
You guys want to demonstrate some stuff in the game?
Yeah, we're
guess.
probably nearing the point of wrap up, so we might move on to Fightcade. Show off a few bits.
All right. You got it.
Who's gonna show what?
It's gonna show who.
But Chaka zoning.
The Chaka.
Chaka.
Listen,
Chaka
Chaka.
zoning.
I mean, I can see it because
He-
like he has the mobility to play keep away.
Yeah, listen, Chaka's really strong when it comes to footsies, right? Because his moves are actually really good, or the ones that he throws out in neutral are really good, and he has great mobility when it comes to things like his hyper hop. So when you talk about spacing with Chaka, or I don't know, mid-range zoning if you want to get fancy, I don't know, he can try and keep you out a little bit with his 236S or hyper hops. That's kind of the limit of his like zoning ability. But when you look at spacing, when he's playing his footsies, he's much more active. He's able to go in and out. If you ever try and do something, he can convert it into B&B or whiff punish you if he thinks it will if it will kill, all that sort of stuff. Because he doesn't really have much meter to spare, but he's nearly always in the position where he can use that meter. Is something you notice with Chaka. I'm not a Chaka player, so if someone wants to correct me, please do, but he's really a footsies heavy character. That's what I've gotten from playing against Chaka. Does anyone want to bite the Dio bullet from JSR?
Alright, so let's talk about Devo. JSR? No. Next question.
Man, I don't even want to talk about Alessi because like holy shit. I feel like his neutral changes so much depending on the match.
Are we gonna get a game? I'm just
I don't
gonna
see
pick
you-
two
I don't
people.
see you boys on.
If you don't see, choose
Alright,
between
fine.
yourselves now.
Peon.
No, I'm not playing.
Do slash game.
Slash game.
Slash game.
What's slash game? Slash game isn't a thing on Fightcade.
Yes, it is. I own it. Alright,
Okay,
I'm on
Bruh.
Fight Kid.
okay. Acute
Been on 5K for
and
ages.
Bill. Can I see you two in a
Oof.
game?
Have you talked about SDO much other than that he can't do much against?
We talked a little bit about SDO at the start. We were putting him in matchups like versus. We talked a little bit about CAC,
Midler.
more about versus Midler, and some against versus Rubber.
Yeah.
Peon, you want to try your luck across the note?
While I'm streaming, I don't think so.
Come on, you need to show off your SDO tech.
That's not fit for this stream. It's too
Alright.
spicy.
Yeah, you should watch me versus GeoVlad.
Are you playing against him?
No, he's right here.
Okay, well, like, I want to wrap this up before 2 o'clock. Or, what am I saying? 2 o'clock, 9 o'clock. I don't know where I got 2 o'clock from.
Alright,
So
Bill.
Bill can, run his tournament.
Kramer.
Cry,
Bill, you there?
What?
Bill.
He's having a moment.
I'm here.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am.
Bill, we're
Alright,
asking
you have
if
to
Like
fight-
you...
Gundam Barbados.
Yeah, we're asking
Alright.
if you want to hop in a
Oh
game
no,
with
I'm
a
not. I'm in a different room.
cute...
Where- All right.
I was in KOF 98. I'm like, yeah, dude, I'm fucking right here.
you know what we have to play? What is it called again? Oh, Galaxy Fight. Yeah.
Just play that instead.
But nah, we have to do this
Or
with
you
the on
use your
stream.
Galaxy brain.
Bill left.
Damn. That was not confined to the window that showed up. What the fuck?
Okay.
Ah, you're in the game.
It's gonna get loud.
Are you winning, son?
You winning, son?
Wait, hold on. Wow, that hits
What?
me. I didn't know that hit me.
Wow. I'll
I had the
remember
wrong-
that.
There we go. I had the wrong settings on. It's because of my
Alright.
finger.
Bro,
My
why are you wasting
finger.
meter, bro?
I mean,
There we go.
Oh my god. Actually, a madman. Cute, your youngster is better than I thought. Oh, that JC is forever.
So, this
This
is
is bad.
this is actually a similar situation to what Shadow Dio will find himself in, except Old Sif doesn't even have good buttons to get lucky hits.
Youngster.
So it's like,
Oh, good go, Kinsey. See, this is the classic Youngster spacing game. Just odd from full screen.
oh,
He's just trying to build meter, and his projectile gets stuffed. It sucks. Doesn't have a lot of options. Blocks the entire thing standing up. No clacker stays behind him. Mississauga. He just rolls, but Midler does not approve of rolling. Who challenges me? Hexagon 748 Argentina. Hey, bro. I like how you can use harpoon. It's just part of a block string. Just trying to build meter. What are you using meter for? You're young.
need some meter for Aja.
I need some meter.
Actually dodges the curse.
Gotcha.
Just get stuffed.
Alright.
Matchup's disgusting. His character sucks.
You're just gonna dash up like a madman. The Trika method.
Like his dash isn't even that fast. Like,
Oh. He caught his tech without even seeing which way he teched. I mean, like, Youngsif's only spacing game really is, like, he's JC and his 5B, isn't it?
like
I guess he has.
I think 2C.
I guess he has dashing 2B.
Oh.
Ooh.
The anti-air.
Oh. If only.
You're not allowed to live. Oh, actually, bypasses the whiff. But no, one JC is the entire. Walks into it.
That was pretty filthy.
Oh, yes.
Doesn't really have any counter zoning options. He just has to get in.
That's
Blocks
Aja.
pressure.
When your
That's
best
right.
full screen
Empty
option
hop.
is Aja.
No, it's not. It can't be. Can't
No.
be.
It's probably like I don't know, C crossbow?
Maybe.
Maybe.
I don't know. Oh my god! It's still so slow. Oh, it works. Just get stuffed out. Yeah, you have to work around it. It's not gonna-
oh, my eye. It
Oh man,
hurts.
we're talking about space and you can't use the bottle. Garbage. Anti is a chump change. This is JoJo.
My eye hurts.
Every excuse.
Oh no, there's something in my eye.
Yeah, there's always someone.
I got it. Yeah, there's always something in my. There was something in your eye, Peon. You got hit by the 6xc overhead.
Oh no. Don't bring that back. Young Joseph's 6xc is
Honestly,
so
just
bad.
do an entire episode on tech chasing.
Well,
Sure.
that might be a little too big brain for some people.
Yeah. How are you gonna find people to talk? Stuff
Oh
that advanced.
god.
Getting pressure.
Back to be like, ugh.
Yeah,
No.
teching forward against
Uh,
Midler is usually a bad idea.
Yeah.
I know.
Maybe a little.
Just get hit by like every car.
Yeah, I'm trying to.
Are you not going to play Kakyoin? Is this the Young Joseph meta?
I
Young
mean-
Joseph meta is awful. Doesn't work. It's trash. What that kick? That kick's amazing.
Why do you do jump C, jump S? His classic.
Yeah. I mean, it
It's
doesn't
not
really
good.
have. JS doesn't really have
not-
hitboxes. It does have. I gotta look at it. Come on, you gotta do the cross up with JS. The autocorrect cross up.
That almost hit you.
Oh.
Bruh.
The hitbox came out. I don't know why it didn't hit me.
Bruh. I don't know, maybe it's like all the other shitty projectiles in this game, where they just whiff up close.
Yeah.
Hit me
My
right in
favorite is if you're
nutsack.
too close to hole and he shoots his guns, the bullets don't hit you. Like
Shut up!
the low.
It always
Yeah.
happens with the air super.
Because
They just walk through it.
projectiles usually don't start at your character, they start ahead. So if you're really close, like even Shadow Dio's
I hit you with it.
World
Even
21,
Alessi's anti-air super.
you can get his World 21 to go past your opponent, which looks really funny.
Wait, that's a thing?
Bill, are you trying to meaty with those cars, or are you just throwing them out?
What? With what?
With the cars, when you knock them down, you throw out a car.
Alright, I'm gonna put
Maybe
Kag.
like 2 or 3 more.
Well, I could work as a meaty.
Or are you just like canceling recovery or something?
How do I play this character?
Wait, no. Okay, no.
16 reps of blocks.
How do you play this character?
He's just keck, bro.
His moves are so bad.
Oh, this is awful. I hate this. Why is he so heavy? Oh, is car super Oki real? Might
This
be.
isn't even spacing. The neutral is so short. Because the cute is super smart.
Like Car Super Oki, it does lots of chip, right? So you actually do see people go for it because it also puts them. I wouldn't call it an easy, like a guaranteed 50-50 situation because it's still reactable, but it's still putting pressure on them while chipping them out.
I'll just play this like I played rubber.
So it's pretty
Play
decent.
rubber.
Yeah, the last really good new CAC we had was Sky and
Manuel
Lost.
Hida.
But we do have up and coming new CAC players.
Like Gary, maybe.
Gary, Fruits. I feel like I'm forgetting someone. Sorry, whoever I'm forgetting.
Naiad.
Oh, Booberita.
Oh, Naiad. Oh yeah, his week one.
Naiad.
Yeah.
His week one new CAC.
Mm. Mm.
But I'm
Do you
talking.
remember?
I'm typing in Discord.
Do you remember the
Bill
grand
refuses
finals,
to
Bill?
subject himself to shitty ice.
I remember that grand
This
finals.
whole time? Couldn't set anything? Dude, I wish we had a pole player in here. This it's not on that.
I don't know how to do this.
Oh, you're doing it. Don't worry.
Alright, it's time for my special move.
No, don't do it.
How'd that miss?
Miss it on an idle opponent. God bless. 214A.
What was that?
It's just like Alex Stomp, you know? So the crossover.
Alex Stomp.
Why did
Oh,
it miss?
I thought it was gonna come out from the other side.
It worked.
I forgot.
I knew it.
Bill gets exposed.
Why is 214A always like the meme super? What do you mean? There's Pawn. There's Midler. Yeah? What are you talking about? Lassie is no joke.
He's pulling out the
Dude,
daddy.
I hate the kick pressure. It's so good.
Because Danny does it twice and it always works.
Yeah!
I wish you could do 214A in the air.
Yeah, that would be nice.
It's not letting me do it.
Alright.
Uh,
I don't think that was the correct scenario to throw out the 2 on 4
Yeah.
8.
no, it worked on you, remember?
Like, once out of 1,000 times you tried it.
Oh no, stand on, no punish. God. I forgot Midler stand on was a thing. Looking pretty fine.
Oh my god.
Mad lad. Hit him with the, that was dirty. That was dirty laundry.
Grab this too much damage. Alright.
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 We'll call
Alright.
one more game, and then we might
Yeah,
finish
yeah,
up
yeah.
the stream.
And then, oh my god, I forgot we're having this.
We what?
I don't want to, like, turn on my brain for a tournament.
Whew.
You know what? We're just gonna be the space squad. Cute, you playing?
I fucking minimized my game.
Oh,
I agree with Ted.
what is he saying?
We don't need any middlers.
I mean, we don't.
Ow.
Again.
Rubber is just too good.
Bill trying to tell me he's only C tier. But I see those B tier plays.
He's the strongest character because he's got the low tier option select.
He does.
He's the strongest character because whenever he crouches, he's low to the ground. You can't touch him.
I mean, Gary, you are right. We don't need any Alessi players, so no one can learn the matchup. And I can cheat. What the fuck is this? Oh, you're alive, you're alive. Come on, just space him out, like
I got this.
Bill
Bro,
taught
where's
20
your
minutes
spacing?
ago, bro.
We've been talking all this time. This is it, Roy Shark.
Oh, see, look at that, stuff and dashing.
If you look in the pet shop channel,
Spacing.
there's like a
Getting cards.
few pet shops, alright? It's not like an endangered species or anything.
I mean, it's
Oh,
definitely threatened.
I thought the lasting hitbox was gonna kill me.
Well, yeah, pet shop is threatened, but not endangered.
Looming danger.
I know you're gonna do
No.
some shit.
To be honest, most
Bro,
of them cannot get.
Dude, this is crazy spacey. Actually using Rubber's dash. I'm confident.
Oh no.
No, he's
No.
alive, he's alive. How is he gonna deal with the harpoon?
Oh,
Oh.
I'm gonna dash back.
I think like Rubber Midler's like kind of like 5-5 because if you like,
Because of
Bill, does Rubber have any bad matchups in your mind?
all the top tiers are bad matchups. Devo's 8-2 or 9-1, Alessi 6-4. Be the last one before I go onto my stream. But
oh my god,
What the
it's
f-
I was gonna say
real!
New Cac's probably 6-4.
I thought Acute just went mad and was making things up.
Yeah.
it
I've
works.
real.
never seen that, even though you're talking about it the entire stream. I didn't believe.
I thought it'd be some weird like tech scenario.
Dude. Honestly, why did we talk about Kakyoin spacing? It should have just been the net, not even the character.
I like
do
how
you
that
space around
didn't
the
break
net?
net.
I'm rusty. No, I thought it was gonna go over. It's supposed to.
Ah, the super. You know how it like locks the screen? It like chained you
That's
back
it?
down from the heavens.
Oh. I'm gonna die. I'm not really good right now.
So breaking nets, if memory serves, there's some sort of property you can put on moves where they become like stand moves, I guess you call them, where they break things like nets and Maria's outlets and stuff like that. It is a bite property.
I forget that super
For
has
all
a
you
song.
guys that
Yeah.
do ROM hacking. I remember we found that a while ago.
See, even Cat has to respect the harpoon. The Cat can just duck under it, can he?
I guess.
Unless he can duck under it.
Cat
Cat
is like
definitely.
a collapsible bed or something. He just falls straight to the ground.
Destroys nets so efficiently that beam. Oh. Level finish. Oh, like the cross up the corner cross.
The corner is meant to be sacred. Don't steal it.
No.
The air dash just removes.
No.
No.
Not totally enough to be
Ah.
spacing.
You told us a cute
There we go.
angle.
Fine,
You told us not to use S2C. and then you got bodied when you
Never
used
got
it.
bodied.
See, he
You
was
used
just
S2C.
putting his words.
It
into
was my
practice.
fault.
He was just teaching.
I'm dying. I haven't played in a while.
I can't remember the exact bite either, Gary.
State of the community. Excuse me.
Wait, oh fuck.
Dude,
Should have updated that.
do we have to bring Toad in
No,
again
no,
so he can
not
restore
again.
Bill?
Sorry, guys.
I should make that my challenge. So, hey Bill. Hey Bill. Bill, hold on, man.
Where's that picture? Put that picture on the screen. The meme.
1 second there, and I'll find it. Yeah.
Alright.
Oh, Bill, who are you getting to commentate your tournament with you?
I don't know. I haven't decided. If, I actually haven't thought about
You
it.
have
'cause I was
5
talking to
minutes.
you guys.
Let me in. No, we should all just go to the
Canvas,
commentator.
please, Pia.
Dude, it's so good. I'm going to get water.
That was great.
uh, yeah,
It's fucking funny. It's so stupid. Let me get off this so I can do my shit and start.
yeah.
Let
I'm
me
about
commentate.
to close out the stream here.
You can. I can invite you to a call, a cute if you want.
Sick.
Yeah, I'll
Just
just
give me a minute and then I'll make an announcement and then I'll do whatever.
All right, Bill.
It's
Thanks
too
for coming in here and sharing a bit of your knowledge with us.
Oh yeah.
Anyway,
Thanks, Bill. Do you know who Bill
Absolute
has 4
favorite.
balls is?
No.
He's playing in the tournament. He's your
Probably
profile
Cho.
picture.
Probably is. Let me get off so I can start my shit.
all right.
Alright.
But I'll invite. I don't know. Send me PM or something, or I can invite you to my server.
Nice.
Bill, sir.
All right. Bye, guys.
See you
Play
guys.
the game.
Fuck you, FGC Discord. If you're dumb enough to join a new server and pick up a new game, then you're a big enough schmuck to come to the
Alright,
JoJo
so, I
HFTF
hope everyone
community.
enjoyed that bit of
Unbalanced
a,
characters, scrub quotes, Nightwing Joestar. If you think you're
What the fuck? That was not meant to be playing there. Sorry about that, lads. Thanks for. I might play that at the end again because it was so good. Thanks for coming in, listening to the stream. I hope you had fun, especially with it was a bit of a different perspective this go around. So thanks to everyone who's turned up. I'll see you all later.
new server and pick up a new game, then you're a big enough schmuck to come to the JoJo HFTF community. Unbalanced characters, scrub quotes, Nightwing Joestar. If you think you're gonna find a balanced matchup in here, you can kiss my ass. It's our belief that you're such a stupid motherfucker that you'll call Whole Horse OP guaranteed. If you find a better fighting game, shove it up your ugly ass. You heard me right. Shove it up your ugly ass. Bring your fight stick. Bring your game plan. Bring your anti-airs. We don't have them. That's right, we don't have them. Because at the JoJo HFTF Discord, your stand-on mode is as good as crashed. Take a hike to the HFDF Discord, home of ROM hacking. That's right, ROM hacking. If you can get Dio to put on his stupid fucking jacket, we'll give you a colored roll, no charge. Don't wait, don't delay, don't play as Dio, or we'll rip your nuts off. Only in the Heritage Discord, the only Discord that tells you to read the pins. Hurry up, asshole. The tournament starts in a few weeks, and you better check in or you're as good as disqualified. You got a future. JoJo, Heritage for the future. Home of the least toxic sons of bitches this side of the FGC, guaranteed.